What's up, beautiful people, and welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another episode of Black Business Booming. I just want to say thank you. Thank you to all of my past interviewees, everybody who's liked, shared, subscribed to the channel, everybody who's commented on any of the interviews, and the channel as a whole. So I invite you to do that if you haven't already. Hit that subscribe button, turn on that, hit that bell notifications for all my interviews and all the other dope content that I have on the channel. So I thank you. Listen, Black Business Booming, man. I'm your boy, Coach Mike. I'm excited to bring you another dope interview. Man, listen, I brag every time about this passion I had to do this for this channel before I even started the channel, and before supporting Black business became trendy. I was like, I want to have a platform or create a space just to get the word out for Black businesses, no matter where they are in their timeline, to talk about their business and to just help other people that will watch this. This is a digital footprint that people can come back to down the line and say, man, listen, let me see how all these people did it. Because one thing I say all the time is I don't need anyone to tell me what Black people are or are not doing, because I know what my circle is doing. I know the powerful connections I got. So I got yet another dope interview for the day. I'm so excited, man. Somebody again that I know personally. So listen, y'all, when y'all hear me say this, people I'm connected to, I know. Yet again, man, this is my bro, another blazer man in the house. I'm excited. So bro, without further ado, take a moment to just introduce yourself, give any background information or whatever you want, man, before we dive into your business.
Cool. So I'm Dantes Hurd, aka Tez Davenport, known by most. I am a photographer, entrepreneur, formerly known for graphic design for Davenport Design, and also Asthetik Bham, which is a boutique event venue and photography studio here in downtown Birmingham. From Tuskegee, Alabama, good old country boy. You know what I'm saying? Living that city life.
Yes, sir. Love it, man. Listen, man, again, all these dope people I have on here, man, it's like they're so dope and humble, man, because you could have kept going, man. You are the man. You're the man.
No, don't put that pressure on me.
You're the man that the man knows. So I love it, man. Just even with your business, man, and we're about to get into that, but just what you do, man, in terms of like brands for businesses. So that's why I'm so excited and been wanting to have you on, and I'm glad we got a chance to do it. So man, here we go. Tell everybody the name of your business and when you started it and what inspired you to do so.
Cool. So I have a number of things going on, but it all started with the Davenport Design, which is essentially a creative agency that kind of specializes in branding and photography for really entrepreneurs. People kind of starting those small businesses, trying to follow their passion and their dreams. So I kind of help people kind of develop that idea and that concept and bring it to life. Quality images, quality design work, things like that, to kind of make them set themselves apart from everybody else. And that kind of really formulated from doing that, man, and kind of just growing the brand and meeting my wife, Jamie, and then we now have Asthetik Bham, which is essentially a boutique venue for events. I also photography studio, event and for videos, things like that. So it's kind of like an evolution, man, of just being that creative, kind of trying to have that creative vibe, trying to make things look good, make people look good, and kind of going from there, brother. Just kind of being that person that they can come to for that one-stop shop. Branding, graphic design, logos, photography, brand strategy, things like that. So essentially just, man, the brand behind the brand, I call myself, kind of that guy that kind of does it all creatively.
I love that. And that right there is what I wanted you to say, man, and pull out, because it's the best way to describe it, and,
Really?
and if I can plug you, man, if y'all see my dope logo and you see my branding, this is the guy. This is the man, who, again, like I said, I think before we started, maybe I'm blessed to just know a lot of dope people, you know what I'm saying? And so, yeah, I love that idea of being the brand behind the brand. And then, so what's some of the things that kind of inspired you to say, listen, going back to when you started Davenport Design and then what you and your wife, my incredible sister, y'all doing with Asthetik Birmingham, like what are some of the things that inspired you to do that and to really dive into the entrepreneurial spirit?
Man, really honestly, brother, just having not having a whole lot, having to be creative with it, trying to figure out a way to kind of use what I had to get where I wanted to get to. And I learned a long time ago how to just leverage my creativity. You know, I kind of had an ability to do a lot of things and kind of do them well. So I kind of used that, you know what I'm saying? I honestly started from music. I came to be on a music scholarship. So I was producing music, kind of being around a lot of people, you know, who did music, working on a lot of projects. And from there, I was okay, let's drop a project, you know, but, you know, I had no way to kind of, no money to, let's say, you know, do a photo shoot or, you know, let's say do, you know, an album cover for a friend of mine. So I just started doing stuff myself, you know, and after a while I got good at it. You know, I was kind of trying to figure out, okay, how can I save money and kind of do this myself? And then I started doing it for friends. Then people started hitting me up, how much to charge? And I mean, I never thought about doing it for money. You know, I just kind of do it for the love of it. And bro, they grew from there. You know what I'm saying? From music to, you know, doing graphics to doing photography. You know, just kind of having that eye for things kind of stuck with me. And bro, I just kind of started doing things I thought, you know, fit my style and my look. And man, kind of create that niche of, you know, kind of branding people, making things look really good, looking quality. And people started loving me for it. And I ran with it, you know, kind of just being inspired by the things that I saw, exposed to a lot of different things, you know what I'm saying, as far as, you know, music and photography, and kind of seeing how I want things to look when I did it and tried to achieve that look for everybody else. And man, people have kind of bought into me, and I appreciate all the quality people that I've worked with, man, who are just great people like yourself, man, who believe in me and trust me with their brand. So it's been an evolution, you know, from college to, you know, music to photography to graphic design to now, you know, entrepreneurship. Just kind of evolution of just that creativity. I kind of move from one thing to another, trying to master it, and I'm on to another mountain to kind of climb.
Yeah, I love that too, man. And what you said, man, that true inspiration of coming from not having much, man. Like the fact that, again, it's so many like repeating circles of a lot of people I'm connected with that just you know how they say it just happened, you know, authentically. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It wasn't forced. And so us being from neighboring counties, man, you know, you being from
definitely.
Tuskegee, me being from Phoenix City, you know,
That's
all
great.
that little area, people don't understand, man. Like when we can now look back and see how many people just from that area, that whole
Yeah,
East Alabama, the Black, all that, who are now college degrees, business owners, entrepreneurs. So that's huge, man. And then that passion of what you do. So starting this and now just continually elevating, but starting it out on this entrepreneurship journey and going back to Davenport Design, like what was one of the biggest challenges you faced in now turning this idea into a business? And I mean, you can tie an aesthetic as well in there. What are some of the biggest challenges that you face in starting a business?
man, there were so many. For Davenport Design, it was really a situation of, man, just kind of getting past the doubt, you know, kind of believing in myself.
Mm,
Sometimes, you know, it takes time for things to happen. You know, I heard a quote, you know, every overnight success, it happened in 10 years. You know, it takes time to build up, you know, that your craft. It takes time to build that clientele. It takes time to build, you know what I'm saying, the vision you have. And man, for me, just the obstacle of, you know, kind of sticking with it. I think it took, you know, times while, I mean, you know what, this ain't gonna work. You know, I tried it, you know, I'm trying to figure it out, you know, ain't no money coming in, and then really with creativity, you know, you can get burnt out quickly. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Constantly create things for other people, constantly, you know what I'm saying, trying to figure out ideas and trying to figure out how to make this different from this, or, you know, make this look good for this person or that person. It's kind of a lot to go into it, but, you know, it's just that grind of kind of figuring out, okay, I'm committed to it. I'm going to stick with
Mm,
it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to give up on it. And brother, it went from that to really, you know what I'm saying, just kind of slowly but surely kind of finding my way, finding my groove, and kind of really focusing on, okay, if I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it right. I'm going to be the best at it. You know, I'm going to go with it. And just that mental part of it, man, trying to overcome, okay, it's not working out now, but it's going to take time. You know, it's going to take time to get it right, to figure it out. And just that mental part of, you know, kind of focusing and staying focused on it, kind of trying to push through the you know, the tough times and kind of figuring out, you know, how to make it to the point where I want to get it to. And just also, you know, investing in people. You know, sometimes, you know, every opportunity is not worth the money. It's not necessarily about money. It's about that
man, come
growth.
on.
You
Say
know, it's
that.
about, you know, the opportunity to kind of learn things and grow. And I'm always a person to sit back and just kind of learn and study people, you know, and learn people and learn, you know, processes. And kind of like, if I can figure out how to do it, I'm a master. You know, that's kind
Hmm.
of how I was. If I picked up a camera, I'm going to be the best at it. If I do graphics, I'm going to try to be the best I can at it. And it just went from there, kind of just staying focused and find that that motivation, but still find that passion, that love, push through those tough times.
Man, yeah, that's what it's all about, man, because like you said, man, just knowing the right thing to do, man. And then that passion, you know what I'm saying? Like that passion, and also what you said, I like about just observing people, right? And even though you were talking about observing people, you talked about how you're going to be the best at something. So you're actually a student too of what you do. And so that's what's so dope about it, man, because it shows, you know what I'm saying? And that's the beautiful thing in that. So, and now, okay, getting past that point to, okay, I want to start this business. So we're doing it now, right? And in those days, you know, that come every day, the everyday idea of running a business, being an entrepreneurship, what are some of the day-to-day challenges that you face?
Man, for me, it's so much. I think for me, I kind of had to learn how to juggle and prioritize and manage a lot of my time. Time management has been a big thing for me. You get to a place, you know, you got a lot of clients, you know, a lot of people that inquire about your services, you know, and kind of managing, kind of juggling that, you know, that time management, whether from photo shoots to phone calls to inquiries. And also, I think a big part of what I strive to do is customer service. I think, you know, providing a quality product is one thing, providing that quality service experience is another thing. That keeps them coming back. And I think that kind of builds, you know what I'm saying, revenue, and that kind of builds income and wealth, kind of keeping people coming back and loving your work, loving what you do. I mean, just time management, kind of figuring out how to continue to grow, but also continue to keep what I have going, you know what I'm saying, not let things fall by the wayside. But time management, and then just just kind of being one person with a lot of different things going on. I wish I was two or three of them, you know, but
right.
But really just kind of finding finding that flow, and creating that process of how I create, how I operate, how I do business. Once you have a process, it goes a lot easier. So, of course, and when you grow, processes change. But just finding that process of flowing on from day to day is just time management, man, responding to emails and inquiries and phone calls and Facebook messages and DMs and all kinds of stuff coming at you, man. But it's just that.
So, bro, yeah, that's crazy. Just think about those challenges, like you said, man. I think every business owner and entrepreneur will say the same thing in terms of that time management, man, and prioritize. that's a real thing right there. And the desire to multiply yourself, right? Because you know, it's your baby, right? You know what I'm saying? Because so, man, if I could just have a few more me's.
Right.
So now on the flip side of that, we talked about the challenges. On the flip side of that, what are some of the most satisfying parts of being in business? And like you said, man, I even think about that first question of really the inspiration coming from not having a lot and just seeing this now, and again, seeing your baby just grow with the businesses that you have going. What are some of the most satisfying parts of being in business, being an entrepreneur?
Man, honestly, man, things like this, brother, being able to work with someone like you on a brand and see it grow and prosper. You know what I'm saying? Like being able to, you know, kind of just ride around town and seeing billboards of people, you know what I'm saying, you work with, you know, and you created that logo, or you did that, you know, police car design. You did, you know, I don't know, you know what I'm saying? Like you work with that artist, you know, you see that on, I remember I shot a picture for Ruben, I think it was a couple of years ago, and it ended up being in Times Square. You know what I'm saying? Seeing stuff like that,
yeah,
kind of keep going and keep pushing. But just seeing, you know, young, hungry, creative, talented people, you know what I'm saying, be able to follow their passion and, you know, go from, you know, having an idea to like, you know, with you, like now having everything you thought about come to life, you know what I'm saying, and have it be flourishing, you know, kind of seeing that. And I get to relive that process every time I work with the client, every brand I work with, I see people, you know, realtors and, you know, people like you and lawyers and attorneys and people like that who just kind of grow and build that brand and that business based off, you know, the designs that we created, the photos we use. So it's kind of like, you get to see it. It's a beautiful thing, brother. It really is. So that keeps me motivated. It's a blessing to be able to see people kind of go from an idea, you know, to an actual business and kind of see them prosper and, you know what I'm saying, and grow it. And then being able to just to bless people, you know what I'm saying, like help people get from point A to point B. Whether it be from a logo design or an idea or photography or even now with aesthetic, you know, kind of having weddings, you know, things like that.
Yeah.
You know, kind of growing, being in love and being happy. It's a blessing. So that for me, what does it for me, that keeps me going. But you know, kind of being able to be a part of that process and then a part of that experience too now is a blessing. That's it for me. It's the feelings. It's the vibes for me. You know.
Yeah, I listen, man, and I'm gonna just kind of throw that back at you of, you know, like you said, and even with me and my life coaching, man, same thing. When I see like my clients doing stuff and their business is doing awesome, or personal life, whatever it is, man, you kind of feel you could share in that joy. And then listen, you said something that resonated so hard with me, bro, when you said you just want to bless people, because here's the thing, people don't realize that it's levels to this, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like it the professionalism, and this is like just bragging on you, man. Like it's an ease when, you know, somebody helps you cultivate that brand. And you know, when you work with somebody good, man, you could just tell them an idea, and then you see what they're able to come up with. Someone as creative as yourself, man. That's beautiful, man. Like that right there, it gets me. So you don't know how much that means to me, man, because you know, even in just something as simple as photos, man, like your vision, and then the logos and all that, I'm like, wow.
I can take no credit.
especially starting out, man. So yeah, that's awesome, man. So to that young person, man, and I say this a lot when I'm doing these interviews, man, because especially anytime I have me and another man on here. So to that person, that young man, that young woman, seeing two Black men in the time that we're in, that's running businesses and that's entrepreneurs, and they say, man, you know what? That can be me. You know, I could be interviewing with somebody one day talking about my business and my brand. So what is that advice that you would give to that person? And maybe they're an older adult, which is never too late, right? As long as you're on this side, as long as you're breathing, it's never too late. So what's that advice that you would give to that person that says, like, you know what? I've been sitting on this idea. It's time to do it. It's time to make it happen. So for someone who wants to go into business or get into entrepreneurship, what is some advice that you would give them?
Man, there's so much I could say. But the first thing I would say is, man, just be intentional about what you're doing. Be motivated, stay focused on it. I think the good things take time. You know, kind of starting off, you got to figure out how to make it work. But you know, just stay focused, stay committed, and be ready to work. Entrepreneurship is not an easy thing. You know, it's a lot of work. It's a lot of long nights, long hours. You know what I'm saying? The thing is that, you know, going above and beyond to make things happen. And then too, just make sure, you know, in that process, you know, you kind of invest in people, you know what I'm saying? And kind of be in a place where you can kind of give them something or provide a service for them that makes their time of life easier. I felt like, you know, once I learned to figure out how to help people, it became a lot easier, you know, versus trying to make money. I focused on trying to help people. And when I did that, everything else fell in place. You know, kind of just focus on what you're doing and trying to solve a problem, try to bless people in the process, and kind of figure out how to be in a place where you kind of know you continue to focus on your why you're doing it. That kind of pushes you and keep you going. But you know, just stay focused, and it's so much information, man. Like I know for me, when I first started, you know, 10, 12 years ago, you know, I didn't really have a lot of access to a lot of things. Social media was just kind of starting out. But nowadays, man, there's so many resources, you know, so many, you know, books and, you know, podcasts and things that have so much information nowadays. And I wish I had that 10 years ago. I'd be so much farther along now. But, man, do your research, man. There's a lot of information out there on what people are doing, how they're doing it, you know, how they go about it. And just dig in, find information, stay focused, stay motivated.
Yeah, love it. I love that, because even though that you put that simply, man, there's so much into what you said, man. It's a lot in that. And, you know, that's the thing. I think a lot of times you're starting something new. Again, it's your ideas, your brainchild, your baby. You just want that. When I start, I got to be on. It's a grind to it, man. So yeah, I love that, man. So listen, man, with the Davenport Design and with the Asthetik Birmingham, man, like what's next? What's the next step for your business, for the brands, for everything that you have going on, man? What's next on the agenda, or maybe something that's coming up with the businesses? What's on the agenda?
Man, what's on the agenda? We actually with Asthetik, man. We're trying to keep it together. It's a lot going on. Well, it's a blessing though. It's a good problem to have. But we've been booked and been busy with a lot of different things. But you know, for for what we've been doing now, with the pandemic coming around, we had to kind of pivot a lot of things. But, that kind of brought a blessing to us as far as an idea my wife came up with called the Gauge package, which is kind of like essentially an idea of, kind of a play off going to Vegas and get married, going to the courthouse and get married. And man, we're doing this get hitch thing where people are coming and, get married. We have about 2 or 3 weddings a day on some weekends where people are just kind of coming in, and kind of having that intimate wedding that they haven't had to have because of COVID. And that's been going off like crazy. I mean, we've had a number of those, and just photo studio rentals have been jumping. But we're just trying to shift and kind of make sure we can kind of provide more to people. So hopefully, there may be, I'm not going to say too much about what's coming next. I want to kind of keep it a secret. But, hopefully some new locations coming. You never know, But that, man, for me trying to get to a place where I can just give more information to people. I realize at this point now, man, when you kind of learn so much and been through so much, to kind of give back, and kind of bless those who want that information, who need it, and kind of making sure we kind of be a generational wealth. And it's all about people, man, kind of giving back to people, investing in people, and trying to bless people. I think at that point, I'm trying to reach that OG status, they would say, whatever you need, if I got it, I'm trying to give it to you. I'm trying to bless people. So just getting to that position, man, of trying to give back, whether it be information, whether it be resources, whether it be ideas. A lot of young creators out here trying to achieve a lot of things, man. It's some good talent out here, man. Some dope people trying to do dope things. So I'm trying to just be that resource for people that I didn't have when I was coming up 10 years ago. So just that's what's next for me, man. Just kind of keep pushing, keep it going.
I love that, man. That's so awesome. And of course, like any and everybody that I interview, man, I just look forward to it, man, and send just blessings and those good vibes, positive energy, because I know how amazing it is what you do, and being in the grind of entrepreneurship. So I love that. So listen, man, everybody who just need the mind blown moment to see how dope it is what you do, see these businesses, tell everybody, man, how they can find you and get more information and just be blessed by what you do, all the amazing stuff that is the Davenport Design and Asthetik Birmingham. Go ahead and tell everybody how they can find the business and everything on social media, websites, anything like that.
Definitely. So as far as the Davenport Design, you can find me at the Davenport Design on social media, Instagram, Facebook, Ted's Davenport. As far as aesthetic, you can find us on Asthetik Bham on social media. That's Instagram, Facebook, Asthetik Bham. And check us out, man. You need some photos, you need some, some logos, some design work. You want to throw a party, whatever you want to do, let us know. I'll let us make it happy for you.
Man, I love it, man. Listen, y'all, I'm definitely going to have all that in the description below. Click those links, go check it out. You will not be disappointed. Again, that's the other thing I love about being able to not just talk it, but to walk it and to live it. A lot of these, the vast majority of the businesses, I was just doing an interview and I was like, man, I'm well over 30 now. And these are businesses I've had some interaction with, or people that I know. So, it's one of those things where I can say, listen, you need this in your life. So go check it out, man. Make sure y'all do that. See everything that they have going on, man. And listen, again, thank you to everybody who's watching the episode, comment, like, share, anything like that. Thank you to everybody supporting these businesses. Again, my whole mode behind doing this, or my whole drive behind doing this, is to build that support and to maybe it's somebody who's already well established, but somebody in my audience haven't seen it. So that's the purpose behind this. So definitely support, and subscribe, tell someone about it, tell someone about these awesome businesses, and we'll see y'all next time on another episode of Black Business Booming. Peace.